Hello everyone, good morning. We will start today with Civics Chapter 3 How a State Government Works. In this particular chapter, we will be having the knowledge related towards the study of the Legislative Council. Then we will study about Legislative Assembly and we will also know who is an MLA. Nextly, let's first of all begin with the introduction. Introduction in the sense that what is the background, how a state government works. Like last year, we discussed about three levels of government in India, that is central, state, and local. You should be remembering related to local like panchayats in the sixth class you have studied so far. And this year, we will discuss about the government at the state level. Our constitution clearly defines the power of the state government and the extent of the authority. Laws for governing the state are made by legislative assembly. So we can say that the procedure of making and passing laws is called legislation. Means laws for governing the state are made by legislative assembly and the procedure of making and passing laws is called legislation. Legislature at the state level is either unicameral or bicameral. Unicameral means single, bicameral means two. That means in your country we are having the only few states which is having a legislative council, and that legislative council is in Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Jammu Kashmir, Karnataka, Maharashtra, UP and Telangana. Now next is Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly is the lower house, while Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Council is the upper house. In simple words, you can also understand with the point of view that all over India we are having one parliament at Delhi. Okay, and in that parliament we are having the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Here you admire Legislative Assembly as the Lok Sabha or the lower house and Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Council as the Rajya Sabha, which is the upper house. Okay, because whatever all over India is there related to central administration, same thing, same process is being followed for the state government also. There is nothing to be changed, but the fact is that what in the higher grade it is being performed, in the lower the people are different, but the strategy of ruling or according to the constitution is similar. Okay, now let us come to see legislative council. Council means related to Vidhan Parishad. In Hindi we call Vidhan Parishad, which are in few states. What I told you just now, few states means Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and Telangana. Okay. So Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Council exists only in these few states. That's why it is also known as bicameral, means two. In these states we are having council also and assembly also. Clear? Now members of Legislative Council are indirectly elected. Indirectly in the sense that we, the general public, don't involved in the process of the elections. What we see the elections in every 5 years, it doesn't happens with them. Same thing like in Rajya Sabha, the nominees are not elected by the general people. They are being elected by the categories, few eminent categories of people related to being a member of Legislative Council, means MLCs. Now let's see what is that procedure by which we select the MLCs. Now, first of all, the council comprises 1/3 members elected by MLAs. Suppose one figure is there. Now, that one figure, how it is bifurcated, let's see. Like some 1/3, 1/3, 1/12, 1/6, all these are there. Let's see what are the bifurcation being done for the MLC. Firstly, the council comprises 1/3 members elected by MLAs, means member of legislative assembly elect. Few, one third. Then 1/3 members are elected by local bodies, 1/12 by graduates living in the state, 1/12 by teachers of secondary schools, colleges, and universities, and remaining 1/6 nominated by the governor. Okay, when you are going to calculate all these 1/3, 1/3, 1/6, 1/12, 1/12, you will get one single digit number. That means how the process of electing the member of the legislative council in the related towards legislative council, they are being elected. That is the procedure. Now, every member has a tenure of 6 years. 6 years means you can say that these members are retired. They are known as related towards the permanent body. Means suppose if any elections are there and it is dissolved and they have to leave. No. Like Rajya Sabha, which is known as the permanent body, in the same way legislative council is also known as the permanent body, where the tenure is 6 years. Okay. Now next, just have a look over here. Legislative council, it is like a representation of the Rajya Sabha. Everybody knows Rajya Sabha. So in the same way, legislative council also acts. Understand? Now, what do we know about legislative assembly? That was all related to legislative council, which is also known as the bicameral, and there are only few states. Now let's see what is legislative assembly. Here assembly means like Lok Sabha we are having, in the same way it is known as Vidhan Sabha, lower house, which is having same importance like Lok Sabha in the state also. For the sake of elections, states are divided into smaller areas known as constituencies. Now constituencies means few areas are divided on the basis of population. Suppose an area is having lakhs of people, that means 25 lakh of people are there. So that particular area won't be having one particular place for election booth. That will be divided into few different sections, so that there should be no problem concerning at the time of the election. So that's why that particular on the basis of population, when it is divided, it is known as constituencies. Okay, in the smaller areas it is divided. Registered voters of the region elect one representative from each constituency to the legislative assembly. Now for every constituency, one particular person is being nominated by the particular election by the particular political party. Suppose BJP is there, or the Congress is there, or AAP party is there. All these different political parties will be making one registered person to be standing on behalf of their political party, and that person will be representing in that particular locality. So that if he will be the winner, he will be representing his political party. Okay, then they become members of legislative assembly. Means whosoever wins in that particular constituency, they then become the MLAs. What is the full form of MLA? Members of legislative assembly. Means legislative assembly. For the legislative assembly, whenever from a constituency a member is elected by the group of people, that particular person becomes the MLA of that area, who will be representing in the state assemblies. Okay. Now see, how is government formed in a state? Elected MLAs. Now elected MLAs means those particular person who were elected during the time of the elections, and now what they are going to do when they are elected. Obviously they belong to different political parties. some person is elected from BJP, someone is elected from Congress, someone is elected from the Samta party. So all are belonging to different political party. If more than half of the elected MLAs belong to a single party, suppose BJP, from single party, from many constituencies, the BJP member is being elected. So that particular party is said to be in majority. Understand? So when we are going to combine the results of all the constituencies of the MLAs, if we are going to see that one political party is winning from many areas, so that is said to be known as the majority. The leader of the majority party is appointed by the governor as the chief minister of the state. Now, who is this governor? Governor is actually supposed to be the head of the state. Keep in mind, everyone, governor is supposed to be the head of the state in the same way like president is the first person of the country. After him only comes prime minister. Okay, in the same way, in the state level also, governor is supposed to be the head of the state. After him only the chief minister comes. And this governor is being elected not by the common people but by the president. And that's why he is having his own importance. He is having his own dignity, and he is being appointed for the consideration that the government related to the state, it should be functioning in a proper manner. So that's why he is supposed to be the head of the state. He gives an oath to the MLA who is being chosen from one political party, who is the winner on the majority, and that particular MLA then becomes the chief minister of the state. Okay, he submits. He, that means the person who is on the chosen part by one political party, so he becomes the chief minister. When he becomes the chief minister, taking an oath by the governor, he submits a list of council of ministers to the governor. List of council of ministers here means that he sees that all over the state who are the persons who can be acting like a helping hand for him in functioning the governance under his supervillains. Okay, so this is how he prepares a list. In the same manner, like when the president gives an oath to prime minister makes a list of council of ministers, cabinet ministers, council of ministers. Same way, in the state also, chief minister submits a list of council of ministers to the governor. The ministers are also appointed by the governor. Then those particular nominees, those particular people who are being in the list, they are appointed as ministers. Priorly they were the MLAs. When they are being appointed by the governor, they are known as the ministers. They can be related to the health minister, means health department, or the finance department of the state. They are being declared as the ministers. Now, except the majority party, which forms the government, other parties are called opposition party. Now, here another term is there, opposition party. Who is this opposition? Actually, in the first line, what you have seen, majority, it is the opposite of the opposition. Means the majority who is related to the on the winning part. On the maximum area, they were the winning. They are known as the majority party. And the majority makes the government. The political party who loses and who is not in the ruling party, that particular party who lost, they are known as the opposition party. Understand? So far in the next class, I complete this over here, and in the next class we are going to study about the case study of the Himachal Pradesh, and we will also see what is the discussion being going on among the MLAs related to the state and the particular problems also. So God bless you all.